Hello, welcome to a brand new video where today I'm gonna be creating a not Fortnite but a Pixar tier list video. Basically, I have picked some movies and I'm have to put it in here. So yeah, let's get started. Toy Story 1. Now, Toy Story 1 is a really good movie. It's not amazing, it's not bad, it's just good. It's really good. Like I think either high A tier or low A tier or high B tier. Like oh, by the way, it will be sorted in the same like kind of order. Like up, if I put up is better than toy. If you see that up is in front of Toy Story, that means I prefer up for Toy Story. But yeah, Toy Story, I think the plot is really nice. Um, yeah. The only minor complaint is that Woody is a huge dick, and his resolution doesn't feel as own. But besides that, it's an amazing movie. No, not amazing, but really a good movie. Next up. Now, I don't like Up. I don't like Up. I like the first 15 minutes. I like the last 15 minutes. I don't like anything else. Like I think Up is one of the most overrated movies of all time. Like if my cat will allow me to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Up is definitely in D tier. Toy Story 3. If Toy Story 1 is in B tier, then Toy Story 3 is in A, 8 is in S tier, definitely. It's an amazing movie. Like, I know the complaint is, oh my god, eh, the middle isn't as good as the ending, but like, of course not as good as the ending. The ending is amazing. But you know, this still is an amazing movie, and Seamus Gumman, please don't be mad at me for not putting it in S plus there. Cars 2, Brave. These two movies don't exist. Like okay, Brave is really bad. But the only thing I like is the Scottish and the horse and the message of feminism. But you know, it's not amazing. It's yeah here, definitely here. Cars 2 just you already know how I feel. No, Cars 2 is Monsters University. Now, I think this is the most underrated movie of all time. It's so good. Dan Skinner is an amazing director, and although his next movie, which we'll talk about probably next, isn't as good, I think Monsters University is just amazing. Besides a minor of plot holes, not plot holes, but inaccuracy from the first movie, it's still a pretty awesome movie. Like yeah. And speaking of Dan Scanlon, Onward. I think Onward is a really good movie. The voice casting is really amazing. I like Tom Holland, I like Chris Pratt, I like them. I'm a Marvel boy. I have to like them. But yeah, I think the complaints about this movie are valid. But you know, I still really like it. Okay, next up. Inside Out. Now, Inside Out is better than Onward, but unpopular opinion, but I don't like Inside Out that much. Like I like it, but I don't love it. It's really good, but the plot holes are just so bad in this movie that they could easily just be fixed. But you know, okay, no, I'm not complaining, but to be honest, I was really worried for Soul because I don't really like Pete Doctor movies that much. Like I think they're fine, but I don't think that they're amazing. Other than this movie, okay, we'll talk about Pete Doctor later on, but you know, yeah, I'm just wondering how I want to talk about them. Okay, next up. Yeah, Good Dinosaur isn't good. I actually think I prefer. Yeah, I prefer Cars 2 over Good Dinosaur. Cars 3. Now, this is a really good movie. Like, I know I'm going to get some hate for it, but fuck it. Cars 3 is better than Inside Out. Uh, like, I love everything about this. I'm a cars boy. I love cars. I don't love cars. I like cars. And my sister actually, before I made this video, came up to me and said, "You better put cars in a high spot." So, yeah. Coco. This is probably the movie I cried the most on. Like Toy Story 3 ending, beginning of Up, Inside Out. No, maybe Inside Out was the one I cried the most. But Coco is still it's still an amazing movie where I cried really, really much. I think the plot is really nice. I think it's really funny. But I don't know. The whole story and why didn't Ernesto de la Cruz destroy the picture? Why didn't he just the whole plot of Ernesto de la Cruz is just so inconsiderate. Like I like Ernesto, but the ending isn't as good as I hoped for. Oh, and also my name is Ernest, so yeah, it made all of us Ernest's evil. So 8 year. Uh, I even forgot what this movie's name. Bug's Life? Yeah, Bug's Life. This is a fun movie. No, it's fun. It's not good. It's so bad that it's good. Like, okay. Up is actually no. I feel bad about putting up it right there, but actually some OG of my watchers remember when I did the first listening, I put Up as the worst movie, but I actually started liking it. But besides the point, Bug's Life is really interesting. Incredibles 2. It's a horrible sequel to an amazing movie. Like Incredibles 1 is so good, and then Incredibles 2 is just F no. Like I respect your opinion, but like no, I don't think anybody thinks. Okay, I know a lot of people who think that Incredibles is better. Incredibles 2 is better than Incredibles, but they're probably all kids. If yeah, that's incredible. And speaking of, The Incredible saw S plus tier. It's a no. Actually, no, I don't think they're S plus tier. It's really good. I don't like, and I love everything about it except for a couple of jokes and just the messaging of the 50s aesthetic. Like, it doesn't feel too 50s. And it feels like it's in 2010. It doesn't feel like it's in freaking 60s. And okay, why did I say that? Okay, my mouse didn't. Okay, but that's beside the point. That it's Toy Story 4. Okay, I'm just stop mumbling. Now, I think both of what the okay, what happened to my okay? Here it is. I think both of these Toy Story movies are really good. Yeah, I don't understand why do people think that Toy Story 2 is on Toy Story 4 is unnecessary. It's really good, and just go watch Seamus Gomez's thoughts about this all. And yeah. Next up, Finding Nemo. No, that's Cars. Okay, Cars is better. It's in the same tier as Toy Story, in my opinion. Finding Nemo. Oh, Finding Nemo is pretty much a perfect movie. I love everything about it. It's a fun adventure movie, and actually, the sequel is one of my favorite movies of all time. Spoiler alert, but Okay, Wally. Sorry, Matt, but I know you're watching this because, of course, you watch my videos. I know it. But it's not the best movie. It's still good. It's just somewhere in between these. I don't like Otto. And that's the only reason it's in the S tier and not S plus tier. Now, there's a reason why I left these 4 movies for last. And it's because these 4 movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. Not just Pixar movies, but one of my favorite. Not only animated. Okay, How to Train a Dragon should be here, but one of the best movies of all time. Let's start with the non-controversial one, Ratatouille. Like, I have no problems with Ratatouille. Ratatouille is literally the best movie of all time. I love Ratatouille. Ratatouille is great. Like, if you want any more thoughts on my opinion on Ratatouille, I'm gonna link a video of Seamus Gorman. No, not Seamus Gorman. Shay Phyllis. He made an hour analyze and how good this movie is. So I'm actually gonna leave all 3 of the people I mentioned a lot in this video links, and you should go watch them. They're really cool. Next up, Finding Dory. This is one of my all-time favorite films. Like, I think when I was a kid, I used to think that Finding Dory is better than Ratatouille, but now I think Ratatouille is better. Some of the just sudden that Dory just walks around the aquarium and suddenly remembers it's pretty bad, but it's probably the movie that I have the fondest memory of. I remember in Latvia we celebrate Name Day, and I just was home alone and I watched this movie again and again, at least 2 times in the same day. I just love this movie. Okay, next up. Oh, Monsters Inc. Like, it's no, not Monsters University. Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. is an amazing movie. I rewatched it yesterday, and it's just a movie that you can watch over and over again. Actually, I think this movie, and the next movie I'm talking about, you can rewatch it over and over and over and over again and never get tired of it. It's just such fun movies. Okay, and the last one we have, of course, Soul. Soul is, in my opinion, the best Pixar movie and one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, definitely my top 5. Now, I have 2 minutes left to talk about why this movie is amazing. Pretty much, I was worried about this movie. First off, I'm not the biggest fan of Pete Docter. Like, 2 of Pete Docter's movies are in the same tier. Like, in C tier, as in they were okay, and the other 2 are some of my all-time favorites. And I don't think that Pete Docter is the best director of all time, but he's definitely amazing. So I was really worried about this movie because when I saw it was like Inside Out, I was just really sad. But then, and the joke didn't hit with me. But then I watched it. The New York aesthetic, everything about it, just so amazing. Like, I have no plot problems except for maybe the ending, but that's a minor nitpick, not a problem. If you haven't watched Soul, shame on you. You should watch it. And I'm proud to say, one of the movies I was hesitated to watch, I fell in love, and that's a great metaphor. If you are afraid of watching a movie, go on and watch it. It could change your life or suddenly be your favorite Pixar movie, as it was for me. Thank you for watching my video. Go subscribe to Seamus Gorman, Shay Phyllis, and MatPat for inspiring me to even create YouTube. And I'll see you later. Bye bye.